Good morning, welcome to Lawrence Travels. Today I'm in Detroit, Michigan, and I am going to check out this bookstore first thing in the morning. We do have some fun things planned for today, but first, books. So we just came in. There is a map, 4 floors of books. This is so exciting. This place is huge. All right, I found the horror section, so I am going to see what books I can find. But literally, if you are a book lover, you have to come to this place. It's kind of awesome. And even as you're going up the stairs, they have books all around and some very cute artwork. These cats. But I'm loving this. There's so much to see. There's even some Henry Ford here. And you are able to turn on the light and shed some light on all of these books. This was the coolest, so if you are ever in Detroit, definitely come check it out. I'm sure you will find something in here. This is right when you walk in. This is pretty adorable. Tons of tigers that you can ride. And it is $2 cash only per rider, but I'm guessing because of COVID, it is closed. But how adorable is this carousel? They've got the classic baseballs up there and kind of sprinkled throughout. But I just love the look of old carousels, and this one is so beautiful. And I'm loving all the different tigers. Even got some white tigers in here. They even have this Statue of Liberty Detroit Tigers statue here, all decked out in the Tigers colors. She's looking awesome. And it really doesn't feel too busy here at the game today. There's also a Mickey here. I love him. He's so cute, and right next to the daiquiri bar, which I am definitely getting one of. They've got a map, a directory here, and then there's also a news anchor right there, a sports anchor, getting ready to do his thing. At the other entrance, they have the retail store, so let's go check out the merch. I had to come and check out. They have a whole area just for pets. So cute. They also have tons of home items, so like koozies, turbises, even spatulas. And they even sell little mini bats. And we're at a baseball game, so you know I had to get some peanuts. The national anthem is going on, so excuse that real quick, but I had to do a dedication to this daiquiri to the national anthem because I am just so excited to drink this. And they added tequila at the bottom, so you know I am about to have a good time with this. This is the Tiger Fuel and margarita flavors mixed up. So because it is still COVID times, they are not seating every row. A lot of the seats are zip tied, so you're not able to sit there. They do have limited capacity here. I believe it's up to 8,000 people. But it doesn't feel busy at all. It's very spaced out and comfortable. Of course, masks are required, so I have mine, but gotta enjoy this daiquiri first. So at the stadium, they have kind of like these decades standee things, and this is from the 1900s to 1910s. They have a picture of what the 1908 World Series ticket against the Chicago Cubs has. They have some cool history here, as well as the jersey here. I think it's one of the original ones. It looks like a little sweater almost. But I thought that was kind of cool. It's almost like a museum here at the stadium. Also, as you're walking around the stadium, they have like a authentic collection here, so you can buy special merchandise, special limited edition merchandise. And this is another one of those decades standee things. So this one is from the 1920s. Let's check this one out. So they actually have the 1921 Detroit Stars uniform here. That's pretty cool. And they got a picture of the team. That has to be the ball boy. And a little bit more history here. I really like that they have these standees all around the stadium so you can see all the different decades and learn the history of the Tigers as well. And just a little look at the cameras that they use for these games there. And of course, we are at a ball game, so they have tons of food options. There's some sausages here, and also the Little Caesars headquarters is right across the street, so there are some Little Caesars pizza booths as well. And this is Ernie Harwell, so he was an announcer for the Tigers for 42 seasons. They have a statue of him right out front. So they have a little dedication here, and there's a little history about him on each side of the statue. And I think that's the person that made the statue. They've signed their name into the cuff of his pants. The game today was against the Kansas City Royals, but it's not looking good for the Tigers, and it's almost the 9th inning, so I don't think the Tigers are winning this one today. It was still a pretty fun game though, and it's like in the 60s, so it feels really nice outside, especially for this Florida girl, so I'm enjoying the cooler weather. It was supposed to rain a little bit, but we only had a few drops, so all in all, a good game. So we just picked up a breakfast at the Dime store. We tried to go yesterday. It was a 2-hour wait. Today, an hour and a half. So if you are getting brunch or breakfast, highly recommend finding a restaurant where you can order in advance. The Dime store is inside of a building. I don't really know what's there, but it's very beautiful inside. And it's a very small restaurant. And of course, with spacing, I think that's why it's also very long wait. And here is a look at their menu. I, of course, had to get the peach cobbler malted Belgian waffle that had the waffle, peach compote, shortbread crumble, and whipped cream. It was just delicious, and I honestly would order this again. And now we are here at the River Walk, so I'm going to show you what I see. Come along. This statue is called the Spirit of Detroit. It was made in Norway and brought over here to Michigan, and it looks so beautiful. And right across from the Spirit of Detroit is this statue right here. This is dedicated to Joe Louis, who was a boxer here, born in Detroit, and it's a beautiful statue right across from the Spirit of Detroit. So you have these both in the same area. And this is a historic site. They have some information here about the Ford Motor Company. Of course, we went to the Henry Ford Museum the other day, so if you haven't seen that vlog, I'll link it up above. But this is such a beautiful area. There is no one here, so definitely feel free to come and visit. They've got beautiful trees, and this is a Sunday. This is a weekend day, so I'm surprised that there's not that many people here. And then right there past the trees, there's actually a riverboat. So let's get up a little closer and see it. This is also the closest I've ever been to Canada. Canada is actually right across this river here. So hello, Canada. And there is that riverboat right there. I believe you can go on. I think that they have a restaurant on there. I'm not too sure because we're not doing it today, but it is cool to see. You can see the Canadian flag waving off in the distance, and there's a sign right back here that says come back soon. So right now I can't go visit Canada. I don't have my passport, and also the borders are still closed, but hopefully one day I can make that trip and bring you along with me. And this is a statue memorial for the Underground Railroad called the Gateway to Freedom. And I'll give you a good view of it here. And you have everyone looking off to the distance to Canada. There's also a memorial wall here for the Civil Rights March from 1963. So they have all the names here, and it goes all along this whole side of the wall. And this is a front view of the Gateway to Freedom sculpture here. And there's some information about this sculpture here. So it talks about how this was the gateway to freedom for thousands of African American people escaping enslavement. A lot of Black people here in Detroit did use this area to go ahead to Canada until, it looks like, after slavery was abolished there in 1834. So this is definitely an important part of history, and a beautiful statue. They've got these beautiful trees here right next to the riverboat, and it is parked right here. I don't know if it's open, but it's still beautiful to see. So it looks like they do cruises, but I'm not sure if it's open because of COVID, but it is called the Detroit Princess. So if you're interested, look it up. I'll put the information down in the description box for you. And they also have this whole area here where you can sit and kind of just watch the water, bring a picnic. So highly recommend the riverfront area. There's no one around and it's beautiful. And after leaving the park, I just wanted to give you guys a little overview of what we ate. So we went to Buddy's. I only filmed the loaded fries, which were pretty amazing, but we also got great pizza there too. And of course, you can't go to Detroit without getting a Coney dog. They have the two competing restaurants that are both the same family owned. And my husband got one. Here's a quick look at that. We also went to a restaurant called Ima, and we ended up getting some Asian food there. I have my little gimlet type drink here, as well as some dumplings, and I got some pho. It was amazing. The look of the restaurant was really cool too. I liked this mural wall, and they even had a disco ball in there. And on to our next place, which I can't wait to show you. And now we are at the Siren Hotel, which is right behind me. There is a bar called Candy Bar Detroit that I am so excited to check out. So let's go see it. And it's actually right across the street from the Detroit Opera House, which is pretty cool. So walking into the Siren Hotel, you have these beautiful sirens on the door, and the room is very dark and moody. It almost looks like a vampire lives in there, and I love it just for the aesthetics alone. The building has been around for a very long time, but the hotel itself only opened up in 2019. But the main reason we went was, of course, to check out Candy Bar, one of the most beautiful bars I've ever been in. The lighting above the bar actually reminded me of the Disney cruise that we went on. The drinks were spectacular, very strong, which is great. That's what you're paying for. The first drink I got at Candy Bar was called Vanilla Sky, and the second drink was called Lolita's Kiss, in case you wanted to pause the menu and see what was in those drinks. This lobby is absolutely beautiful. I wonder how long this building has been here. If I find out, I'll put it down below. There's also a gift shop here at the Sirens. They have all different kinds of books here that you can get. They also have some amenities like Voss water, Coke, some snacks, and some very fancy shoes. They're burning some incense in the lobby, so it smells so good in here. And then this is actually some of the original ceiling from the Wurlitzer building that used to be here. They sold sheet music and music stands, and yeah, they were finding out some of the history of this place from the bartender, and it's just so beautiful. And there it is, Third Man Records. I've been waiting to go here for so long now, and I'm so excited to go in there. I know that some things might not be all operational, like I don't think we could see the pressing plant for the record store because of COVID, but it'd still be cool to go in there. We got a motorcycle in the window here, and the Detroit one was established 2001, and they opened the one in Nashville 2009. This is so cool. It looks like a subway station when you first walk in. They have a little listening area here, so they have this beautiful jukebox and a little seating area here. I love the white stripes colors kind of sprinkled throughout. They've got some books here in the back and an area where they can see live music. And no one is in here right now, so it feels very exclusive. Look at this. This is so cool. They even have some apparel for kids. And I think back here is where you could see the pressing plant if they were open. This is the restroom. It looks so cool in here. Reminds me of New York a little bit. And there it is, the pressing plant. Shows what they're pressing right up there at the top. I love the bright yellow on the floors and reds and blacks. And this is the artist. I'm guessing this is where inspiration came from to make the artwork here. And I think he did this mural. And there's a little display here that kind of shows you how they make the resin for the records to make them all colorized like these ones. So a little bit about Third Man Records. It was founded in Detroit in 2001 by Jack White. And of course, they also have a headquarters location, which is in Nashville, Tennessee. It is a beautiful record store, probably the most beautiful I've ever been in. I really liked that they had some records that were pressed at Sun Records. You have that awesome history there from the 50s and 60s. So that was really cool to see all of those records on the shelves there. And Detroit has a lot of musical history tied in with it. So, of course, the next place I'm going to bring you is really cool. I wish it was open when we went, but it's not. So that just means we have to come back and visit when it is. And here it is. This is the Motown Museum. It was founded in 1959, and the museum was started in 1985. It is closed on Mondays, so unfortunately we're not visiting today, but still nice to drive by and see where so much history was made. And this is something cool that you can check out if you come to visit Detroit. They've got some pretty tulips planted here and a historical site plaque. So you can see here that it was started in 1959 to 1972 was when they ran the record company. And it was started with the $800 loan. And I know inside they had tons of memorabilia. You could see the recording studio, but of course, like I said, today it is closed, so we just have to be on the outside of it. But look how beautiful it is. And we are ending our Detroit trip here at Belle Isle Park. We have a few hours to kill before we can get on a plane and head back home. And we're pretty close to Canada, so something cool that you can see here are some Canadian geese. Let me see if I can get close to them to share them with you. If you want to have a picnic, there are tons of little grills out here and tables, so plenty of spacing for you to come bring your family and have a nice meal outside. Today is a little cool, so I don't know, there's not too many people out, but it is nice. I can imagine when it's warmer weather, more people being here. And they even have this little photo spot here so you can take a picture, and they have the coordinates down at the bottom. So this bridge is going to bring you right into Canada, which is over here on the left-hand side. And then you have Detroit over here on the right-hand side. Here you get a great view of how big this park is. So definitely can walk off some energy here with little ones or, you know, couples. It's a great place. Very quiet too. And this ends our Detroit trips. Thank you so much for watching all the adventures and things we got into. I'll definitely make sure to include in the description box below the other videos from this trip. And I will see you next time on Lauren's Travels. Bye!